Introduction. Borderline personality disorder, BPD, is the single most common personality disorder affecting approximately 6 million Americans. Individuals with BPD are volatile, impulsive, self-destructive, and fearful of abandonment. Clinically, the term describes their behavior as bordering between sanity and insanity because separation and loss can trigger suicidal and psychotic reactions. Although males can develop BPD, women outnumber men 2 to 1 within clinical populations. Males with BPD may be diagnosed as antisocial due to aggressive and violent behavior, and consequently are more likely to enter the justice system rather than the mental health system. Children with borderline mothers begin their lives with an insecure attachment to an emotionally unstable mother. Thus, these children risk becoming impulsive, rage-filled, oppositional, aggressive, depressed, and violent. They are also at risk for developing BPD themselves. Borderline personality disorder can be passed from one generation to the next, making early recognition and intervention essential. Identifying BPD can be difficult because the disorder includes individuals with different symptom clusters. Therapists often fail to recognize BPD when stereotypical characteristics such as depression or suicidal feelings are not present. Prior to 1980, many borderline mothers were misdiagnosed as manic depressive or schizophrenic. Children with borderline mothers often describe their mothers as ridiculous, unbelievable, outrageous, absurd, or foolish. Indeed, young children see these mothers as make-believe mothers, who may fit one of 4 basic profiles: the waif mother, the hermit mother, the queen mother, and the witch mother. Some adult children of borderlines literally describe their mothers in these terms. For generations, folk tales have helped children categorize and understand various kinds of people. Fairy tales and folk tales capture a child's view of the grown-up world, one that adults often fail to see. Understanding the borderline mother explores 4 profiles of BPD as perceived through the eyes of the borderline mother's child. In most cases, the child was female. Females have greater difficulty separating their identity from their mothers, primarily because mother and daughter share the same gender. Therefore, most of the case examples discussed are mothers and daughters. Although borderline mothers obviously raise sons as well as daughters, males are less likely to enter therapy. If male children of borderline mothers develop BPD, they are more likely to be identified among prison populations. A male child who does not develop BPD is most likely the all-good child. The all-good male child tends to display narcissistic traits and, as an adult, may marry a borderline woman, recreating his role of rescuer. Such men are often successful professionals who are highly defended against recognizing their mother's disorder. Understanding the borderline mother brings listeners into the emotional world of the borderline's child, where they may find themselves thinking, "I don't want to know this." For some listeners, the content may be profoundly disturbing. Those who grew up with a borderline mother may need time and distance in order to fully digest the contents of this book. One does not eagerly look back on a dark and painful past. The willingness to look, however, allows us to see the present more clearly and to create a brighter future for our own children.